Hello SLAPAFISH community, welcome back to another Untitled console video. So in this video I'm going to be driving the Demolisher T28 Prototype, which is a cold steel tank. And yesterday I did the Minotaur, and that's a crimson tank. So the cold steel tanks they're known for their 75% XP boost. It's XP boost or is it commander boost? It's commander boost. The black tanks are known for their XP boost, 75% XP. This is a cold steel tank that's known for its 75% commander XP boost, which are really good at getting stranding crews. So let's talk about the Black November challenge. Basically, it's a challenge that's going to be going from November the 2nd to November the 28th. No, November the 30th. And all you have to do is deal or assist 1,000 damage and 300 battles. And you'll be able to get the IS-6. You have a choice between the IS-6 Black, the Minotaur, or the Demolisher T28. And if you already have the Demolisher and you pick it, you'll get 4,620,000 in return. If you're wondering what tank it is will get you the most back, is the IS-6 Black at 5,664,000. So let's go over my equipment and crew skills I have in the tank. So I have the Advanced Optics, Advanced Gunlink Drive, Advanced Power Drain, and Enhanced Target Info in this tank. So my crew skills are Born Leader, Rapid Loading, Armor Angling, Off-Road Driving, Steady Aim, Sixth Sense, Fire Prevention, Track Mechanic, and Last Stand. So yeah, let's talk about the T28 Prototype, the Demolisher. So this is a 3-shot autoloader that does like 320 damage per shot. Yes, 320 damage per shot. Has a rate of fire of 6.67 rounds per minute. Has a DPM of 2,134. And a clip is 2.5 seconds. And your potential damage in your clip is like 960. It reminds you of another American premium tank, which is the T28 Prototype, which has, I think, the same identical gun and the same 3-shot. I believe that one may be a little bit faster, I think. So, what's good about the T28? Let's talk about the penetration right quick. 198 on standard. It's good when you're fighting when you're top tier, when you're fighting 6s and 7s and 8s. Premium penetration is 245. It's not, they'll fight against, it's good enough for tier 9s, but maybe not that good for tier 10s. What else? The armor is 203 at the front. Turret armor and frontal armor. And it's 203 millimeters. Let's talk about that for a second. It is kind of angled. Now, 203 millimeters of armor, it used to be really good back in the day. Like the T28 Prototype has been around forever. And it's always had 203. I think it's always had 203. As long as I remember, it's always had 203 millimeters of armor at the front. But penetration has been going up ever since. This tank's been having 203 millimeters of armor at the front. It used to be amazing. And it's still okay. Like, it's amazing. It's still pretty good when you're top tier. Like, tier 6s can't pin your frontal armor. Tier 7s have a very, very hard chance of pinning your armor. Tier 8s can pin your armor, but if they load premium, and if they have enough premium penetration. But when you get to tier 9 and tier 10, they rip apart your armor. So, what I'm trying to say, that your armor is really good in your top tier. When you're in the 9 match, it works okay, especially if you angle it. You're not going to be bouncing out every shot, but you'll bounce some shots. At tier 10, good luck bouncing shots, even if you angle it. So that was a defeat because they capped. We made 3,702 damage dealt, and top of the leaderboard. So, if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing because it helps the channel out a lot, and it's free to do so, and you can always unsubscribe later. So next match will be on Muravinka. Also, realizing that before this map came into the game, when it was coming into the game, returning to the game, I kept saying Muruvka. I don't know why I kept saying Muruvka, but it's Muravinka. I kept forgetting the Venka part. Anyway. So, I tried to get like good matches for both replays, and I couldn't get a good match in tier 10s. Like, if I put a compilation together of my tier 10 matches, it would just be me dying. Like, one match I had was on Himmelsdorf. It was a tier 10 game. I pulled up, about to fire. I fired one shot, then died. I died. Like, that was it. Like, full health to dead. Because my 1,150 hit points. Also, the 1,150 hit points is not enough. They really do need to buff this in the armor department and probably the hit point department. Like, the speed is what used to hold this tank's back, but it's not that anymore. It goes 31 top speed. I mean, it goes 30 top speed. I have it 31. Its horsepower per ton is 12.19. The speed is perfectly fine for this tank. Also, forget to mention, it has 10 degrees of gun depression. So, work that ridgeline. And wiggle back and forth. Make that armor work. Anyway. It needs a buff in the armor department and / hit point department because it just doesn't hold up. I mean, it holds up against 6s, it holds against 7s, some of it holds up against 8, 9s, it's okay against 10, it just gets ripped apart. I mean, the side armor will always be bad because the side armor, you can't really side scrape in this tank. Why would you ever side scrape in this tank? Like, on the side of the turret, it's decent at 127, but your side armor is 50. It's good for side scraping at a very steep angle, but nothing more because they usually just penetrate your side if just barely over angle. Your only good armor is at the front. So out of the 3 tanks, what do I recommend? Let's put it in order. The one I would, let's see, if I didn't have any of these 3 tanks, I would pick number 1. My first choice would be the i6, then the Minotaur. The reason I put Minotaur before the i6, like my second choice would be because the Gordon is just better than the Minotaur. And my third one was the Demolisher. I don't like the Demolisher. Its speed is okay, but the armor just doesn't hold up. If they buff the armor, I'll consider it. But luckily for me, I own all 3 tanks. And I'm probably just going to pick the i6. Just gain my silver back. So, let's go to the post-game results. Alright, so that was a defeat. Unsurprisingly, right? 2 defeats in the Demolisher. Both top tiers, awesome. This time when they wiped us out, we made 53,000 silver. And we got second place, did 2,600 damage, 2672. But anyway, if you like this, remember like, comment, subscribe, follow us from SLAPAFISH because of Walmart, and peace out, see ya.